The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Good evening, this is TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, Ayura and Tairora peace ceremony, government to build storage facility, and new sporting courts named after legend. A peace and reconciliation ceremony between the Ayura and Tairora community of the Obura, Wonenara district was held at the Ayura station on June 12. The conflicting parties, people in the valley, including the surrounding local communities, attended the ceremony. The problem in the valley started in August 2022. It was election-related. The conflict started between the supporters of Wagi Pirano and John Boito. Properties were destroyed and 3 lives were lost. The Ayura Valley was affected. Everyone was in fear since the day, not knowing when anything might spark up fights between the two groups anywhere. Tension has been high since 2022. People were afraid to move around freely, especially the students of Ayura National High School. The students of the other schools like Professor Schneidler Primary School were also affected and were always on high alert going to school. The workers of the district had to close the office in Ayura and go mobile, working anywhere suitable.
Mitok sorry, maki maus blongaman blomiet, mitok sorry, lo life people lusim. When bagara people aksim, mitok sorry. Operata blomelo Ayura side, want all beginning. When bagara people sim, lo display day, mitok sorry. Time you to play sigan, you play exchanging sigan, you to play go come really title passing custom lo you me. You want them, you hold him hand want them. Name gaman romi to play. Gaman romi to play.
On Monday, June 12, Tairora spokesperson, a local council, David Onamauta, and the Ayura Gatsub spokesperson, Daiko Skiwa, made their statements.
Na anta produce plan mi patok sore mi kisi mouse pro Tairora mi tok sore. Na mi tok sore lo all community last to stop toko tromaya and touch mi pla. Mi wampa community le tu. Na you sakin tok lo mia. And price here you make it me and triple life from me papuraune and price from it. So me talk sorry or comment us, me talk sorry or ACS mamas, one time all church pastors, me pa day one, me pa like cosim this heavy, me pa sakim talk pro you pra, me sorry. Now me comes on our post we are masla organized team where you go past and you come up in Mosem when now me to play Tairora na Ayura pa mi play kam na bumantem na pa mi plasikan.
A community leader of Awana, Kamanakera, Mokson Baru, said the people are relieved. Mokson expressed the people are happy that the peace and reconciliation ceremony has taken place and people can walk around freely and safely in the area. Farmers in Simbu province have acknowledged and hailed the Market for Village Farmers project under the leadership of Fresh Produce Development Agency CEO Mark Warinu for the partnership agreement signed in Kundiawa town on Thursday. Francisca Muo, one of the lead farmers from Kupo Fresh Produce, said the partnership is timely given the current economic situation the country is going through, which is affecting farmers around the country.
6 lead farmers in the Chimbu province have signed a partnership agreement with the Fresh Produce Development Agency for the call to Batch 1 partnership to deliver the Market for Village Farmers project. The Market for Village Farmers is a government project funded by the International Fund for Agriculture Development, executed by the Department of Agriculture and implemented by the Fresh Produce Development Agency. Francisca Muwo, lead farmer from the Kupo Fresh Produce, thanked FPDA for always assisting the farmers in Simbu.
Thank you, FPDA, for helping us, small farmers in the province, to come this far. We have seen many changes in farm production during Market for Village Farmers Project. We have come the hardest way to get involved in the Market for Village Farmers Project. Project agreement signing today is the greatest achievement for us, with partners and the farmers who will be benefiting from this project.
Chief Executive Officer of FPDA, Mark Warinu, said the farmers in Simbu are very important to FPDA and will always be assisted whenever there is an opportunity to help them. He further encouraged them not to give up, but to press on and deliver.
You create the market accessibility now, making the market more closer to our people. And people spend their time in the farms. And we deal with the champions. Those people are able to pick up the produce and deal with the markets. Those are the ones that we will build in.
Meantime, the Market for Village Farmers Project Manager, Joe Koima, also urged the farmers to see farming as a business and not just a subsistence way of farming.
Thank you very much for the lead farmers, for your resilience, for your patience. Long time you began close to me fight about there and time to learn now. So you please help me project, the project helping you, provincial government, the district government stuff, helping me organize you by able to move project. You me yet in making all of.
Susan Oriape, TVWAN News.
The government is planning to acquire land in Port Moresby and Lae to build proper storage facilities for farmers to store their produce. FPDA CEO Mark Warinu made the announcement in Kundiawa during the launching and signing of the partnership agreement with lead farmers on Thursday.
Farmers' produce will be kept in a good storage facility once the government establishes a storage facility in Port Moresby and Lae. CEO of Fresh Produce Development Agency, Mark Warinu, said this has been a challenge farmers often face and lose plenty of their produce due to no proper storage facility.
Government is thinking of identifying land, particularly in strategic locations in Port Moresby and in Lae, that we have cold storage warehouse facilities so that can be managed by FPA but can be accessed by our lead partners. The lead partners, they have their own space and they can sell. So we provide that facility. We collect only small fees just to maintain the facilities.
Warinu also mentioned that once the storage facility is built, farmers can access it and store their produce. Priority will be given to the lead farmers. He said vast population in the country depend on agriculture for their daily living, and providing storage facilities will really assist our people.
Lead partners, you will be given the opportunity to operate there so that collectively you can bring in your produce and sell to the others or distribute to the others. That's the thinking behind us. So project is one of them, but the other concepts that we are putting together. Because we have to do that, because vast majority of our people indulge primarily on food crops, on horticultural produce to sustain themselves for food security and for income opportunities.
Meantime, Deputy Secretary for Agriculture, Francis Dank, said the government is committed to assisting the farmers and will make sure the storage facility is established.
Your people are resilient, hardworking, and we can make sure that food security in this difficult province can be realized. And it's really the effort of everyone.
Susan Oriape, TVWAN News.
Entrepreneurs from East Sepik Province have benefited from a week-long workshop themed group enterprise development that aimed to equip them with essential management skills and promote gender equality in leadership roles in agribusiness groups. Attracting 48 participants, the workshop aimed to upskill women and youth in managerial positions, thereby building their confidence to manage the operation of their group businesses for sustainability. The capacity building workshop concluded with a study tour of the FAO Thyroid Technology Fish Processing Setup in Karawap in Wewak District, which the program is piloting in partnership with Karawambo Women's Business Group with a membership of 200 women, including 74 female youth. The FTT technology supports fishers, particularly fisher women, to own and operate profitable fish processing businesses by diversifying their products, reducing post-harvest losses, extending fish shelf life, and increasing the competitiveness of their fish products. TV1 News continues after the break. Stay with us.
It was during and after COVID that really motivated me to want to take up life insurance. I think savings is very important, and I think One Talk Delight provides a disciplined approach to savings, and it's a good investment to want to think about the future, because it's always nice to have plans for what you want to do later on.
With you for life.
Enjoying life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot and talk, young or old, a calories, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite of mine. Tennessee cola, scare rice, long scare price. Tennessee cola, scare rice, long scare price. Amber, you like it?
All Mama Flame is story all same.
Me say you sing flame flower long one yem. Me say me Kim Kai Kai belong family belong me. You go more yet.
Man belong me save like flower balls belong me what them kawa war na spring onion. All pikinini belong me save like him to mas pineapple donut me save walk him lo house. Me make kumu mix him on them kiao na karama pim long flower.
Tasty hash browns.
Time is scaling one time wala harpela kai kai. Me save kissing more kai kai long all get a toya me tromoy one time flame flower.
You enough making more one time flame flower.
Hiya, Mama. You wait time, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumu too. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
The Toyota JD Hi-Ace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hi-Ace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hi-Ace bus and experience the Hi-Ace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Welcome back. Sir Costas Constantino, a true Constantino who built an empire spanning the Pacific region where he continued the legacy of his late father, Sir George Constantino. Known for his business acumen and charismatic personality, Sir Costas held key leadership positions in various organizations including Air Niugini and BSP. As a resilient and proud Papua New Guinean, Sir Costas created numerous employment opportunities, inspiring and encouraging fellow Papua New Guineans in their pursuit of progress and success. And in addition to his business endeavors, Sir Costas served as the honorary consul for Greece. Sir Costas Constantino passed away yesterday at the age of 65. Sir Costas will be greatly missed, but his memory will forever be cherished, particularly for the vision he instilled through his philanthropic efforts. To overseas news. The federal government has announced a $2 billion social housing accelerator fund for states and territories. The one-off funding commitment has been welcomed by housing advocates and the building industry.
Old mates meeting on friendly territory. The Prime Minister announcing a $2 billion housing package at the first Victorian Labor conference in 4 years.
This is new money right now for social housing.
The $2 billion will be distributed across the states and territories within a fortnight. Each state and territory will receive $50 million and the rest will be allocated by population. The states and territories then have 2 years to decide how they'll spend it.
What we've seen is a decline by 0.5% in the proportion of homes in Australia that are public housing. We want to turn that around.
The Greens want a slice of the credit.
Everything is impossible until it's not. And today the Labor Party have caved to the Greens' demand for direct spending on social and affordable housing.
The government has been locked in tense negotiations with the Greens, trying to pass their Housing Affordability Future Fund, which would spend $500 million on social and affordable housing each year. More money was one demand, but there's another. They want a rent freeze coordinated with state and territory governments.
Labor does not have a housing plan if they do nothing for renters, and the Greens will continue to fight on that.
The Greens Party imagine that their stubborn, inflexible refusal to compromise or negotiate serves their political interest.
The funding boost welcomed by those who know the public housing system best, with long waiting lists just one of the problems.
There's so many people on the street, you just look around, there's people lying on the gutters, so to give them a roof over their head, that's all they want and that's all they need.
With the cash about to flow out the door, the construction industry is keen to get started.
It is incredibly important that we put politics aside and focus on what the Australian community needs, and that is more housing at all levels.
A need that continues to grow, even as the announcements keep coming.
Back home, SP Brewery, known for its commitment to quality and respect for people and the planet, has partnered with the Australia Pacific Training Coalition since 2018 to train hospitality professionals on the art of serving their renowned beer with utmost precision and excellence. Managing Director Ed Wegmans expressed his satisfaction with this partnership, highlighting the brewery's dedication to play a positive role in promoting responsible consumption. The brewery announced the successful completion of the responsible service of alcohol and perfect pour training, which was conducted on June 15 for the current cohort of Certificate 3 hospitality students at the Australia Pacific Training Coalition. SP Brewery recognizes the participants of this training as its esteemed ambassadors and hopes that they will apply the knowledge gained to their professional endeavors. And now the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. And that ends the news segment. In sports, Muri Sporting Courts Open and OFC Men's Olympic Qualifier.
There's a sense of pride when you're able to do something right, a financial decision that has just really good benefits. With BSP Life Insurance, there's that alleviation of that worry when you pass away. The benefits of the BSP Life Insurance would meet those expenses on behalf of my family. If you're young and you have kids, you owe it to your children to make sure they're not left behind when you pass on.
With you for life.
He loves the Maroons. He loves the Blues. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SP Lager, Bunyamyumi.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young plana lapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend. PNG's own coffee.
Welcome back. The new basketball, netball and volleyball courts at Sabama Mosby South was named after the basketball legend of the Sabama area, Moi Muri. The opening program had Mosby South member Justin Chachenko and NCD Governor Powers Pakop as the keynote speakers along with Moi Muri.
The Muri family have been representing PNG internationally in basketball and volleyball, and to name this venue after their family name is a fitting tribute for their contribution in the country. Moi Muri, former PNG representative in basketball, said he is extremely humbled to have this facility named after him. He has lived his whole life in Sabama, Mosby South, and experienced both good and bad sides of the settlement life. He rose up from the settlement, leaving criminal activities behind, and went on to represent his country in international level. He believes having Muri sporting courts can help reduce petty crimes in the area and bring out the best of the youths in Mosby South.
Time we play basketball or 70s, early 76, 77. Misa Golo province, Misa Golo, Lay, Goroka, lo play, lo national Port Moresby team. Let me think, if I can do it, these are the youths, my brothers will do it too. Okay? So me come back, me start coaching.
The member for Mosby South, Justin Tachenko, and Governor Powers Pakop thanked Moi for his contribution not only as a player, but also as a coach as well. Moi Muri has been the coach for PNG national basketball team. Governor Powers Pakop applauded Muri family for what they have done in the community. He described Muri family as a champion in the country.
Today, you me honoring this family where all the stuff inside the community, you me humble family, but a champion family that has been representing our country, our city, our people at all levels, international, regional, local too. na only continue providing service to people below you in Myanmar.
The NCD governor said the Muri Sporting Code will encourage the youth to play sports, as he promised to put 30,000 kina for the first competition next weekend in what will be the first organized competition on the newly built sporting venue. Greg Slater, TVWAN Sports.
The PNG SP Hunters suffered a big loss, 40 points to 10 against QRL Host Plus competition leaders South Logan Magpies yesterday at the National Football Stadium. In a fine Port Moresby weather, the Hunters could not keep up to the speed and skillful play displayed by the Magpies. The Hunters' first half 4-pointer was through Benji Court in the 19th minute, as Magpies dominated with a 24-4 points to half-time. Magpies proved a better side, registering 7 tries and a conversion rate of 6 out of 7 to fly home, as the Hunters finished off with 2 tries and a conversion. Here are the highlights.
They work the short side again and they will score.
Beautiful ball.
Just like that. With a lot of ease, they play the ball now, 15 away. Magpies now on the roll again as they work it back in field. Almost there, Jack Tyler Corbin pulled down short of the line. Inside ball, Takura puts his head down and barges over. And looking for a support play. And yes, he's found one as Callum Angling goes over. Magpies option now. Angling kick back on the inside. Jesus coming through. Is he offside or what?
No,
I don't know, but it looks like it's going to be a fair try here. There it is. Still going. Quick play the ball. They come again over the top. Second half, they will score. And it's Jack Smith goes over. Outside of the Broncos, went to AFL and then Rugby Union as well. But that's another try. This is Brow.
Yeah, the big
scores for the Logan Magpies this afternoon.
Yes, he gets one. It's a soft try.
On half.
Alex Twal of West Tigers has finally scored his first NRL try last night in the match they lost 6-28 to Melbourne Storm. The West Tigers prop forward played for the club 116 NRL matches, debuting in 2017, but hasn't scored a try until last night. When he crossed over the line, one of the longest droughts in the NRL history was broken. Joy can be seen on his face. The draw for the OFC Men's Olympic Qualifier 2023 has been confirmed at the OFC home of football, Te Kahuokiwawa in Auckland, New Zealand. It will take place there in 3 venues from August 27 to September 9, 2023.
The OFC Men's Olympic Qualifier 2023 will take place across 3 venues in Auckland: the Trust Arena, Go Media Stadium, Mount Smart, and North Harbour Stadium, from August 27th to September 9th. The draw is as follows. In Group A is New Zealand, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and American Samoa. Placed in Group B is Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, Samoa, and Tonga. New Zealand were the Oceania region representative at the Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics, with Fiji competing in the previous games in Rio de Janeiro in 2016. Papua New Guinea is being placed in a tough Pool A with New Zealand, Fiji, and American Samoa. The winner will qualify directly for the Paris 2024 Summer Olympics.
It's a tough draw. So we look forward to seeing the matches. We're sure the Fijian community will get out and support Fiji. We hope the same for New Zealand, and if there's any Papua New Guineans and American Samoans here in Auckland as well, we would really look forward to them coming down and giving their team a cheer.
The opening match between Fiji and American Samoa will take place on 27th August at Go Media Stadium, Mount Smart in Auckland. Susan Oriape, TVWAN Sports.
All 2023 Pacific Games facilities are expected to be ready for the official handover to the Solomon Islands government months before the opening ceremony. Pacific Games Council confirmed that they are on track and handover should be done in late August or early September. The Pacific Games Organizing Committee is confident that the Games facilities and preparations are working according to timelines. Meantime, the Games Council has confirmed it will support member countries and territories financially if needed. The Games will open in Honiara on November 19. And that wraps up the news tonight. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.